Okay, so you've got this massive exam coming up. The syllabus is just huge. And you're staring at these chapters on India's demographics, population, urbanization. It honestly feels like a mountain to climb, right? You know you're going to be facing pages that look just like this, packed with tricky multiple choice questions, assertions, and reasons. And all of it is based on source material that looks like this. Just walls of super dense text from official census reports. And don't even get me started on the endless tables of data you're somehow expected to just memorize. Who was number one? What was that exact population figure? It's a lot. So the big question, the one we're all asking, is how do you cut through all that noise, get this information organized, and make sure it actually sticks in your brain when it counts? Okay, deep breath. We're going to dive into this. But we're not just going to stare at the data. We are going to conquer it with a plan. First, we'll set up a framework for clarity. Then we'll apply it to India's religious composition, decode some key demographic concepts, map out the mega cities, and wrap it all up with a classic exam-style question. First things first, we need a system. This isn't just about reading. It's about processing information effectively. Think of this as our secret weapon for turning all that chaos into clean, easy-to-revise notes. And you know what? It's beautifully simple. You start by writing the topic name, nice and clear, at the top of your page. Then, you just divide the page into two columns. A big one on the left, about 70% for your main points and headings, and a smaller 30% column on the right. Now that right-hand column, that's gold. It's where you jot down keywords, names, and numbers for quick recall. And finally, at the very bottom, you draw a box and write a quick 3 or 4 line summary. This forces you to nail down the core idea of the whole page. All right, enough talk. Let's put this framework to the test. Our first topic, the religious composition of India, using data from the 2001 census. So at first glance, the data looks kind of like this. You've got a clear Hindu majority, then Muslims, and then a few other groups making up smaller but still really important parts of the population. Now let's get this organized. Okay, now watch how our method turns that chart into powerful, study-ready notes. See? On the left, we've got our main points laid out logically, the percentages for each group. We've even added another key detail from the source, the sex ratio, to build a fuller picture. But check out the right side. That's where we pulled out just the critical keywords and numbers. When you're cramming for the exam, this right-hand column is your absolute best friend. You can literally cover the left side and quiz yourself. It's like having built-in flashcards on every page. Okay, let's keep the momentum going. Because it's not just about data tables. Exams love to test you on the big theories. So let's tackle a major one, the demographic transition theory. So back to our notes. On that big left-hand side, we'd start with a really clear, simple definition. The demographic transition model basically just describes a country's population journey as it goes from a pre-industrial state with high birth and death rates to a developed one with low birth and death rates. And this graph is the perfect picture of that journey. You can see the 3 stages so clearly. Stage 1, high fluctuating, where birth and death rates are both high and all over the place. Think pre-industrial societies. Then you hit stage 2, expanding, and something dramatic happens. The death rate just plummets because of better healthcare, but the birth rate stays high. And boom, you get a massive population explosion. Countries like Peru or Kenya are good examples. Finally, you get to stage 3, low fluctuating, where the birth rate also drops and things stabilize. That's where you find places like Canada or the USA. Understanding this model is how you understand the why behind the numbers. All right, pop quiz time. Let's see if you're paying attention. This is a classic exam question. Which one of these is a quaternary activity? Transport, legal stuff, retail, or research? Take a second and think about it. And the answer is D. Yep, quaternary activities are all about the knowledge economy. We're talking information generation, high-level research, and development. A lawyer is a tertiary or service activity, but that scientist in the lab, that's pure quaternary. Great job. Now, let's tackle our final big data set for today. The incredible, rapid urbanization of India and the rise of its megacities. So, just a quick look at the top 3 gives you a real sense of the scale we're talking about. Mumbai is leading the pack, with Kolkata and Delhi right behind. These aren't just cities, they are massive centers of population. So let's get this plugged into our system. On the left, a super clean, ranked list of the top 5 urban areas. This is perfect for a multiple choice question. And on the right, Just the city name and the number. That's your quick glance, last-minute revision list for right before you walk into the exam hall. Having those key facts isolated like that makes them so much easier to lock into your memory. So, we've organized our data on religion and urbanization. We've decoded a key demographic theory. Now it's time to bring it all together. And this is that final, absolutely vital step of our note-taking method, the summary. After going through all that, this is your takeaway. A clear, concise sentence that connects all the dots. It's the big picture in a nutshell. And we'll end with this, a classic assertion reasoning question designed to make you really think. Is population change a key indicator of development? And is that because it reflects a region's entire social, economic, and historical story? Think back to that demographic transition model we talked about. How does it all connect? I'll leave you to figure that one out. Happy studying.